What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well today. I want to share with you guys what I think is one of the more fun guns we had a chance to try out in the open beta, and that is the M30 Drilling shotgun. The first shotgun we've had a chance to try out in BF5 that was exclusive only to the support class, which was pretty interesting considering that in BF1 all the shotguns were only available for the assault classes. So seeing that was, definitely pretty interesting and might give some people more of an incentive to play the support class rather than it just having incentive for the builder tool being, more quicker to build items or more variety of items or whatever. But to have the first shotgun in the game, it made it pretty interesting if you're those type of players who like to have more of those close quarter combat weapons. Obviously the shotguns will be on top of the list because clearly it's going to be more powerful in those close ranges, and you can't really shoot much further than your little short circumference that you're in. So really cool weapon. Still, I'm going to roll up here and drop some mines and then shoot the mines down after I missed it twice. Fortunately that tank wasn't paying attention to me, but I'm able to get it the third time, blow him up, as that tank was playing really aggressive and wanted to get on B flag. But I think what really makes this weapon really cool is the fact it has a third shot in it. It's not just a double barrel shotgun, but it has an extra rifle shot that you can shoot. I think this brings in a new element to anyone who's played with shotguns before and understands the frustration of how you can do really well in those close quarter combats, but the moment you're pinned down by a player who's not anything further away than 20 feet, it feels like you're in trouble. As you see right there, I'm getting pinned down by an enemy player, but I'm able to switch over to that rifle shot and take him out. And I think that element to this weapon makes it really fun. I mean, already I enjoy close quarter combat weapons because it's fun getting up into an enemy player's face and battling, having those epic battles. But having that extra rifle shot, this adds a completely new element to the gun, and really just, I don't know how to really explain it, just adds that idea of suspense where you're just like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make this shot or not. I'm not even sure if this is how much this is gonna help me, but I'm gonna wing it anyways. And it's just the ability to have the option to have that extra rifle shot, I think, makes this gun just really exciting to use. It's not something I think is going to be very impactful on the battlefield. You only have 5 shots in it with max ammo right now, and each time you shoot with that rifle shot, you have to reload to get another shot in. So there's a lot of pacing that takes if you're really going to want to do a lot of damage to enemy players. And even if you start doing a lot of damage, you only have 5 shots in it. So it's something I don't think you can go too crazy on, but it just gives you that extra option of a possibility where you can, maybe stretch it and get that scout class who's pinning you down and you're just out in the open and you're just stuck with a double barrel shotgun. So really cool stuff in my opinion. I start off in this game with a little bit of a streak going on here. Fortunately, the M30 Drilling was a little bit buggy in the open beta. There were situations where it wouldn't look like I was reloading with the animation, and there were times it didn't look like my gun was actually having any recoiling like that when I was firing it. But still really cool to say the least when using the weapon. When it came to upgrading the weapon, I chose to go on the left side of the progression branch tree, mainly because I felt like the M30 Drilling was a little bit underpowered when it came to its double barrel shotgun. I felt like I was going to try to kill anyone further than 5 feet away from me with one shot. Wasn't going to happen, and with a double barrel shotgun that has, it's painfully slow reload time, that's something you really don't want to deal with. So went over to the left side of the progression branch tree. I had to go through the first 2, of course, which is the improved trigger, which improves the max rate of fire, and then the quick reload, which will allow me to reload my weapon faster. But then I went on the left side, and the real big difference I saw was the heavy load, which allowed to give me a heavy buckshot with a longer lethal range. That was a big one there. Once I had equipped that, I felt like I was getting shots at more reasonable ranges. It's nothing like a Model 10 from BF1 range, but it's going to at least do damage with someone who's in a decent, reasonable range for a shotgun, in my opinion. I went on to the next one, which I think will help, which is a penetrating shot, which allows you to penetrate through soldiers and deal damage to additional targets by doing this. This will allow you to hopefully kill multiple enemies who are kind of lined up in a row with each other and kill them with one shot, which you can, take as much as you can when you only have, a double barrel shotgun to deal with. And then I went on to the third part of that progression branch tree on the left side, where I went and did the choke increased tightness for the shotgun pellets. So that allowed it to kind of keep the shotguns a little bit more tighter, which I'm not sure how much of a difference that made. I think the big one was the buckshot. But hey, I went down that route anyways. Kind of stayed away from all the accuracy side of it. As I was just saying a little bit earlier, I don't feel like the rifle shots be that impactful, even if the accuracy side of it, of increasing this weapon, does improve that. Because again, you only have 5 shots in it, and you do have to reload each time you shoot those shots, and it is painfully slow. So I think it's more something that's just fun, and you may get those crazy shots. And I do think you can get a little skilled with it. And I think that will kind of justify a little of those players who do use shotguns and always have heard that you're not skilled using the shotgun. Well, here you go. Now you have a rifle shot in there that will not only help improve your aim just by having that option in there, but, you know, if you get good with it over time, hey, you can make some pretty cool montages to prove the naysayers wrong that you can be skilled with using a shotgun. So really cool stuff in my opinion, as you're seeing more of me using the rifle shots here. I'm just kind of picking off enemy players as they're running by. Some of them was getting headshots, some of them weren't. Will be fun to see one day if I can take the 5 shots I have in that rifle and get 5 headshots in a row. I think will be pretty cool to see. I'm sure people are getting those already, but again, a really cool gun in my opinion. Feel free to let me know what you guys think about this weapon, if you think it's pretty cool or not. I know shotguns can always be controversial on the battlefield, but I think this one here is reasonable. There's nothing too crazy about it. Again, that rifle shot, I think it's more of just crazy luck shot in my opinion, that you're gonna kind of have to pull out, that you can maybe develop more and more and get a little more skilled with it, and it'll be pretty cool to watch players evolve with that. But feel free to let me know what your guys' thoughts on this weapon is down below. But that is it for you guys today. Again, always appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin', and I'll catch you guys again later.